So guys, Steven Universe, one of the most beloved and also one of the most hated cartoons of our current generation. What do I think of the show? I used to be a pretty big fan of the show, but honestly, over time I feel like I stopped enjoying it as much as I used to. I think it might be due in part to a bunch of these long SU rants I keep seeing. After watching them, I realized how much stuff in the show I never noticed that were gaping flaws. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the show itself. I'm here to talk about Steven Universe, the movie. Despite being a lot less invested in the show itself, I went into this movie trying to look at it as its own thing. And honestly, after watching the whole thing, what do I think of it? Well, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with how it turned out. So I just thought I'd make this short filler video while I'm making my other higher effort video. Oh, and spoilers, obviously. So one of the things that I was really not excited for when going into this movie is the fact that it's a musical. Let me be blunt, I am not a fan of musicals. I think for the most part, having a lot of songs play can often interrupt the flow of a story. So did it work in this movie? Well, honestly I actually did like a lot of the songs, but I feel like there were way too many of them. For example, in the beginning of the movie, the Diamonds sing a song, but then literally a minute later there's another one, except this one is kinda like having a bunch of songs mashed together. Also, it was very clear that the songs that are playing in the first 10 minutes are acting as a recap of the series. They are singing literally everything we have been shown throughout the show. Like, come on. It's likely that most people watching the movie are Steven Universe fans. They already know what's happened. And if they don't, it should be on them if they get spoiled. If I had to pick my favorite one, it'd probably be the one when Spinel shows up. It sure was catchy.
That's right, I heard the story over and over again. Gee, it's swell to finally meet her other friends.
Unlike pretty much everyone else who went into this, I honestly didn't know there was going to be a time skip. So when I saw that Steven was goddamn 16 now, legit, I was actually surprised at that. Steven doesn't seem so much different though, he seems to be pretty much the same character-wise. And the only difference is that he's slightly taller and his voice is deeper. But, let's address the elephant in the room. What about the fact that back in Season 2 it was established that Steven doesn't age right? Wasn't the whole thing with him aging supposed to be, like, unknown? But now he seems to have aged normally? But oh well, it's not that big of a deal really. So anyway, as far as we know, during the time skip, Steven has apparently been able to convince the Diamonds to disband all their armies and stop the persecution of gems? Really? After just 2 years? Weren't they doing that shit for like thousands of years? Damn, I never knew genocidal dictators could be so persuaded. But one thing I really need to question is, are the uncorrupted gems just like part of human society now or something? We saw many of them in the movie, but I don't think we saw them interact with humans in any way. Do they, like, get jobs? Where do they stay? What do they do at all? I'm just gonna outright say, I fucking loved Spinel in this thing. The whole goofy, over-the-top, really fast-paced, yet still evil approach with her overly detailed animation and all the creative stretching she does was really enjoyable. Oh, and she's designed like a 1920s character. I have absolutely no idea why they made her like that, but hey, it was pretty cool. She's taken straight out of Cuphead. However, I must say, after she loses her memory and she just kinda wanders around doing things, damn did she get annoying quick. Pretty earlier on, I had a strong feeling that she was supposed to be Pink Diamond's, like, living toy or something. And god damn, I was pretty close.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
But in actuality, she was just Pink Diamond's playmate. And holy shit, Pink Diamond was a cruel bitch to just straight up leave her on that garden for 6,000 years. I get at this point, she wasn't exactly able to connect with anyone, right? But how long did she actually have Spinel? 10 years? 100 years? They don't say. But she apparently just doesn't care at all about leaving her there alone forever. But something I really need to question is, how the hell did Spinel get that bio-poison drill thing? Did she, like, sneak into a gem base or something? And also, how did she get it so fast? Okay, look, let me explain. Near the end of the movie, it's revealed she saw the transmission Steven did in the beginning of the film, and that was what sort of broke her out of her standing still commitment thing, because she realized Pink Diamond was gone. But in the time between White Diamond ending that transmission and Spinel showing up on Earth, there were no jump cuts at all, and it was only in the span of 8 minutes. So, let me get this straight. She left that garden, went to Homeworld or somewhere else, was able to not only find that thing, but was able to take it without anyone noticing, and made it all the way to Earth, which is on the other side of the goddamn galaxy, without a warp pad, in just 8 minutes? I'm detecting bullshit right now. But anyway, I actually liked her weapon a lot. That scythe that resets a gem when slicing them? That's a pretty cool idea for a weapon, and fits with the other types of weapons we've already seen in the show. However, I feel like it was a bit too easy to restore everyone's memories by making them sort of relive a memory? Somehow brings their entire personality, identity, and memories back. Huh? I'm guessing they had to do that since the movie is only 80 minutes long. But one pretty big problem I had is that I feel like Spinel was redeemed too easily. I know that's kind of a thing in this show, but Spinel literally came to Earth with the intention to destroy all life on the planet purely to get back at Pink Diamond, who is fucking dead. And she knew that.
Where Pink Diamond spends the rest of her days on this nowhere planet.
And yeah, she has the whole tragic backstory most villains have, but that does not negate her actions. It made sense at first why Steven was being nice to her, because they needed her to stop the drill and everything. But even after she resets the drill again, and is being evil again, he still tries to befriend her. Seems like a little bit much, I think. Oh, and I can't be the only one who notices this. But when Spinel does that spring fist punch thing, that is undeniably a parody of when Luffy finished Doflamingo on One Piece. Look, let me just play these 2 clips back to back, and you'll see it.
You can't just make everything better by singing some stupid song!
I mean, I'm not saying it blatantly ripped off my favorite show or anything. I'm kind of disappointed that the animation and art style is the exact same quality as the regular TV show. You'd think for a full-on movie they'd have it look a lot better, but no. Also this line.
Are you okay? Holy, she really got everybody.
Get it? Shit. You thought he was gonna say shit. Funny. Oh, and this line right here is the worst, cringiest line of the show.
Goodness, no. Because judging anything based on appearance is wrong.
Yeah, alright. Very subtle message there. Oh, and also, very important question. Is this movie canon in the story? I have no clue if it is. Because if you think about it, the whole thing with Spinel could be just said to be non-canon, and nothing in the main show would be affected. And, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I gotta say, for a movie that I had fairly low expectations for, overall it was pretty enjoyable. Nothing amazing, but still pretty good. A solid 3.5 stars out of 5. So am I, like, more invested in watching the show when it comes back again? Not really. I will probably still keep up with it, but in all likelihood, I won't be jumping out of my seat for new episodes. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video. Should be a goodie.